2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Starts with a run by White. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Lucas. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Hey, Bobby Okereke.
And it falls incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play the most perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves you out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they run with Harris off the option. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. What a play. It's a 1st down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. Slot man moves right. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Colts at 5-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession. At their own 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now. 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. And from the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. They
fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Brady. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Ready, ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it breaks up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Here's Hardy set to return. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady bats his forward on the jet sweep. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, a run from White. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Harris running straight ahead. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chase Claypool with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. touchdown. Badgley out there to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Brady gives this to White. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The man in motion right. On play action, it's Brady. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 7. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chase Claypool with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. game tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go right back to White here on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
On play action, now Brady. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. They'll go up the middle with White, and he'll lose yardage here back at the 41. Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Play action, now it's Brady. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
Running out of the gun with White. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The final shot before break. Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fields this way up at the 17. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive...
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Chris Godwin from 21 yards away. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On second down, Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
First down, here's White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Brady. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Damian Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Godwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Brady. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Brady now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
35, Raiders 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. from the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball, but the clock running down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That bombs away right there. Took the 5 touchdowns offensively. Hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quicker. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle, that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Now a play fake. Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game. But to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guy on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
144 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. The tight end in motion right. They run again with Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. This is Harris. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. Down at the 25. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Left 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Back to throw, Brady. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here we go, set. Black one.
Harris. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And cycle.
1st and 10.
Ready?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's got it down to the 28.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to eat.